Hey, what's up, Jeff? A quick demo video for you for your Twin Suns by Wonderful Sabers. Just got these installed this morning and they've been on quite the journey. So I sent these off to Christopher Royal over at Royal Custom Armory to do the powder coating because he just did a phenomenal job. You know, powder coating is his specialty. If you go to his page, you can see that. I mean, the guy's a phenom. So he's the guy that I wanted to do these for you because these can be difficult. I've tried to do them in the past and I didn't have much luck. And so ego's out of the way. I sent this to somebody who could do these justice for you. And I hope that you like the way they came out because, you know, to me, these things are just gorgeous. So they're both installed with CFX. They're both a one button setup. You'll find your one button up here on both of them. Right here on the Shoto, and then right here as well on the larger one, the Sheen. We'll go over the Sheen first. So it's going to be very hard to get in this guy. So as you know, right, you sent me sound fonts. I put them on the board for you. I got everything set up so you wouldn't have to get in it. If you ever do though, you're going to want to take these two screws out, take these two out, carefully pull this emitter off, and then the top part right here with the recharge port, this whole handle will slide forward and you can pop it off to get to your board. Hopefully you never have to do that. Your recharge port is right here. It's underneath this guy. So if we pull this with our finger, these both have the same sound fonts on them and they have them in the same order. So that way it's easy for you to match up these sabers when you're messing around with them. I also went in and you can see a recharge port here, but I JB welded it on the inside so that the recharge port would not be sticking past the handle. It's flush with the handle. That way when you put your kill key in that came with the kit, it sits flush down on the handle as well. So that was JB welded in there on the inside, sits nice and flush, and that's on both of the sabers that I did that too. So now that we've got this, we've got the kill key pulled out. We'll wake the board back up because I talk too much. CCSabers in here. Nice smooth swing. On a one button setup, you'll just tap for blast or deflex and then hold the button down to turn it off. We'll go ahead and throw a blade in it. This does take a 1-inch NeoPixel blade. I went through and I put your LED pixels on the outside of the emitter on the underneath side so that you catch as much blade depth as you possibly could. Let me get my, I got a pocket full of Allen wrenches. So here it is right here. Okay. Wrong one. I need this one. I got a couple sabers out here to do demos on today and I threw everything in my pocket. So we lock this guy down. It is a shallow blade depth, but that's the nature of these sabers. And you've got a blue blade on this. I gave you blue for Sokotano. We're just tapping for blast or deflex. Now on a one button setup, when you want blade lockup, you have to hit the blade and hold the button down at the same time. It can be kind of tricky. And then when you let go, it's like that. Now when you want, if you want to change color, we'll just hold the button down and twist our wrist. Now we can twist the saber and cycle through the colors. We'll go back to blue and just tap a button. And then you do that for blade effects as well. So hold down the button and twist your wrist, but keep the button held down. Keep holding it. Now with blade profiles, again, we can twist the hilt. And every click is a different blade effect. Cycle through a few of these so you can see what I'm talking about. Now you'll have a few of these that are just solid colors as you're clicking through. If you tap that button to choose one, they have different pre-on and pre-off effects. So you saw that one had a trace to it and then a trace off, just like that. And then to change sound fonts, we'll just hold the button down. This only will go one way since you got one button, but while you're in this menu, tap your button. When you find one you like, hold the button down. I double clicked your button when the blade was off to get to your sound fonts. Now you've got, I'll double click it again to turn it off. You've got in each of these a 24mm Smuggler's Outpost bass speaker here in the pommel area. And so that's what's powering the sound in both of these guys. So that's this, the Sheen. So we'll take the blade out, put the kill key back in it, and then we will move over to the Shoto. Just like this. And then your kill key, when you put your kill key in here, sits nice and flush with the saber. So, and it's off. That's the Sheen. Same exact thing on the Shoto, it's just smaller, man. Same exact install, sound fonts in the same order, same size speaker. CCSabers in here as well. I did put those on the bottom. So the only thing sticking up into the emitter part are the pins to make contact with your blade. The actual LEDs are down below the emitter, so they don't make contact with your blade, and you get as much of this blade depth as you possibly can get. I mean, you get all of it that this particular saber will allow you to get. So this is the kill key for this one. Button right here. And we'll throw a blade in this guy as well. This is a full-length blade. I probably should have brought my test blade out. I'm going to take it easy with them. I took it easy on the Sheen as well. I believe I made you some smaller blades for the last set of Ahsokas that I installed for you, that they would be better served to use those smaller blades on these guys as well. But we'll get through the demo just so that you can see everything works. We'll skip through this. We'll skip through this sound font because it has a fairly large pre-on. But you got your blue blade there. Tap for blaster deflect. You do the same for blade lockup, though I'm not going to do that with this smaller one. You hit the blade and hold the button down at the same time. We change color the same way. Let me see if I can do it. Hold that button down and twist. Find something that you like. Tap a button. Now you've got that color. Same thing for effects. Again, we can twist. And you've got the exact same blade effects that you did on the last one. And you have them in the same order. They have the exact same configuration. So you see that we stopped on that one again. So everything can match, or it's pretty easy to match back up if that's what you're trying to do. We double tap for your sound, sorry, for your music track. If you don't tap a button for a while, and then you go to do it again, the board went to sleep, so you gotta wake it back up. And then double tap again to turn it off, just like that. And then we'll take the blade out of here. This is one of the few sabers where I can't show you what I did on the inside. It's kind of a painstaking process to open these up, but I used the chassis from Shapeways. I'm gonna put the kill key in here real quick. I did try modeling a chassis up for this guy. After a few iterations, I got something that worked, but I wasn't pleased with how it looked. Even if it's something that you can't see, I did not want to give you something that that I wasn't proud of. So I believe these sabers are the only sabers that I have not been able to model a chassis for. I just went to Shapeways. I got you something that I knew would work. and that's what's in both of these. They have the exact same chassis, except for on the larger one, you cut the speaker part off and you slide it over to the pommel. You just slide it over to the pommel over here, and then you attach your speaker and your speaker holder and everything over there. But the tops, or the fronts of the chassis, are the exact same. They hold the board and the battery. So I hope these came out the way you liked. Please let me know if you got any questions. If not, I will try to package these up and get them out in the mail to you tomorrow. Thanks, man.